Well, today I put on a sweater that my mom did for me many years ago. It's been one of my prized possessions. Sometimes it feels as if it's made out of chain mail and it's got the power to protect me from every arrow that the enemy would shoot at me. This sweater was made for me by Mom's love, one stitch at a time. And I want to talk a little bit about my relationship with my mom, because she was truly a remarkable person. She was really a nobody, but the change that she made in other people's hearts cannot be measured. Sometimes a young woman in the church would be pregnant and not sure of what to do. She'd call Mom, and Mom would invite her for a cup of tea, and Mom would chat with her, and Mom would encourage her. And Mom knew what she was talking about because she had 10 kids. She knew that children were not easy to push out, but they were a joy once they were out. Mom loved her kids. Mom did not live a very easy life. She was a young girl in the time when the Nazis occupied Holland. She worked for a Jewish physician, and they used to hide Jewish persons, even though the Nazis were right in the village where they lived. One day, 2 German soldiers knocked on her door. They were looking for Jewish people. And Mom said to them, "I'm sorry, I'd love to let you in, but I've just washed the floors. Could you come back in half an hour?" And she had the character that they were actually persuaded. She was a beautiful young woman with flaming red hair. But Mother had courage even in her youth. And all along her life, Mother drew on that courage because she had married a man who was not kind at all. Dad was an abusive kind of a person. He could only think of himself. And the rest of us, it's as if we didn't exist. But Mom, he gave a very hard time to, again and again and again. But Mom had made promises in church, promises in the sight of God, that she would love Dad for better or for worse, in sickness or in health, in riches or in poverty. Mom didn't promise that she would love Dad if everything went smooth. Mom promised that she would love Dad no matter what happened. And that's what Mom did. Dad would run away sometimes for months. He would go off to have adventures. A couple of times he ended up in jail because of his adventures. But Mom never stopped loving me. Now, one of the things in our life that was very hard as children was our deep poverty. I grew up on welfare, as we called it then. And on welfare, we sometimes did not know if there would be food in the cupboards the next day. But Mom always sat us down at the table and taught us that we could ask God for food. And if we trusted God, food would arrive. And this is very important for a child who is being formed, a character. Mom taught us that even though we were dirt poor, we were the most fortunate people in town. Mom used to say, we never have to wash greasy dishes because we can't afford roast beef. Mom knew how to take any circumstance that was challenging and turn it so that the light hidden in it would be revealed. Mom struggled her whole life. Dad was a dreamer. So we would just get settled down as a family, and Dad would look over the fence and see green pastures over there, and we'd pack up everything and away we'd go again. But Mom dealt with all of this, because it was hard sometimes, dealt with all of this by continuing to be a positive, affirming influence in the lives of her children and the lives of the people that she met. The last year of Mom's life has been exceptionally difficult. She took a stroke about a year and a bit ago, and that stroke laid her low. She has been on her deathbed for all this time. And we, as siblings, my brothers and sisters and I, have been gathering around her bed. And we have been watching her body decay. We have watched her disappearing physically. But every time we sat with Mom, she had us smiling, she had us laughing. Her memories of days gone by were all positive and bright. And the thing she liked doing best with us is singing the old hymns. She loved the song, "Blessed Assurance, Jesus is mine." And I am guessing that this blessed assurance, this trust in the goodness of God, is what enabled Mom to walk through the valley of the shadow of death and not be diminished by it. By the time Mom died on Friday morning, there was almost nothing left of her physically. She was now unconscious, and my brothers and sisters and I were sitting around her bed singing a song, and out of the depths of her disappearing, we saw her mouth just trying to express the words of the song. Mom's faith was deep. And the lesson that I would like to communicate with you is that no matter what happens in life, if you have trust in the goodness of God, and I'm not speaking about some metaphysical, all-powerful being, but I'm talking about a spirit that dwells within you. And if you have trust in that spirit will be light to lead you through whatever darkness you may have to face. The texts today are all about a coming darkness. Jesus is speaking to the people about the end of the Roman Empire, the fall of Jerusalem. He sees it coming, and he's encouraging people to wake up and to watch out, to be aware of the change that is happening, and to get ready for that change. And Matthew uses the example of Noah. And the text says that while Noah was building his ark, all the other people were going on as if life was just like usual. Noah knew that something dramatic was going to happen. Noah knew that there was a change coming, a great change. And Noah prepared himself, and he prepared his family for that change. And Jesus, too, is speaking to the people of Palestine and saying to them, get ready, a great change is coming. And Matthew makes it clear that God is sufficient for guiding us through that time of change. The other texts, Romans and Isaiah, also speak about change that is coming, and it's a negative change. Things are going to get dark, but the texts remind us that we do not have to be afraid of what's coming. And that's for us as a society, but it's also for us as persons. Each of us has experiences that frighten us and threaten us. Matthew makes it clear that we will get through that time. And getting through that time, we will wake up to a new time, the time for which we have been hoping, the time for which we have been longing, a time when there is no more conflict, when there is no more destruction, when there is only peace. And Isaiah is a visionary poet, and he presents an image of a mountain. And a mountain means something that you can see wherever you stand. And that mountain represents the truth of God. And Isaiah says that those who learn the truth of God will move forward into the future confidently, no matter what darkness may be coming their way. And then there's the psalm. And the psalm, to me, is one of the key parts of Mom's life. I remember stories from my grandma and my aunties about how when I was in the womb, Mother was very sorrowful because of being found out pregnant in a Dutch church before she was married. But while I was in the womb, I was influenced because Mom knew many of the psalms by heart. And she recited these psalms, and they were a source of courage and strength to her. And that's what the song that we read today. It's a song about no matter how dark things get, there's light in my heart, and I'm going to let that light shine so that I can find my way forward confidently. But not only that I can find my way, but that I can illuminate the way for others. So I'd like to say to you that it seems to me, and maybe to you too, that the world is heading towards hard times. Let's go forward unafraid. Let's go forward not anxious. Let's go forward trusting that as we pass through this, we will be refined. All the things that are absolutely unimportant, we will leave behind. We will hold only on to that which is necessary, and that which is necessary we will share with all those whom we meet along our way. Trust in God is light leading us forward through times of darkness. I hope that the light shines in you and enables you to walk confidently through whatever it is that your experience is now